Jurisdictions searching on the ground and from the air. The 10-year-old Westminster girl disappeared while walking to school on Friday. These two pictures showing what she looks like with and without her glasses.
We have team coverage of the search. 7 News reporter Lance Hernandez spending the day at Jessica's neighborhood, where investigators have been going door to door. But we start with Don Champion at the Westminster Police Department. And Don, give us the latest on the investigation.
Well, Mike, I can tell you right now, investigators are going over more than 300 tips emailed and called in to them. 7 News can now confirm that one of them involves 2 children in Arvada the day before Jessica disappeared. In the air and on the ground, the search continues for Jessica Ridgeway. 3 days after the 10-year-old disappeared, sources tell 7 News investigators are looking into a report that someone saw a suspicious van in her neighborhood Friday morning. That sighting a day after a 10 and 11-year-old reported to Arvada police that a man in a white van followed them as they walked home from school at Lawrence Elementary Thursday afternoon. That school only 8 miles from Jessica's home. Sources confirmed to 7 News they are actively looking into the incident, all while investigators release new photos of Jessica, urging the public to take a hard look at her.
That way, if you see her and she has different clothing on, you're not focused on the clothing. As FBI agents left Jessica's house after meeting with family members for more than an hour this morning, the CBI began processing the backpack that is thought to be Jessica's. It was found Sunday afternoon dumped in a Superior neighborhood. On the ground, searchers seen focusing efforts on open space between there and where Jessica disappeared. The search is not defined as what we would consider a route between Jessica's home and the Rock Creek community. These are just open space areas that we want to search. Now, at this hour, investigators are not willing to connect that Arvada incident to the disappearance of Jessica. Meantime, investigators also not saying what exactly they discovered inside the backpack that is thought to be Jessica's. Meantime, we are being told that there could be a statement that's going to be released tonight from Jessica's mother and family. We are told that if that statement is released, it will be released by police here in Westminster. We're live in Westminster. Don Champion, 7 News.
All right, Don, thanks very much.
Westminster police releasing this new flyer today to try to find Jessica. They've had more than 300 tips so far, and they've taken their search house to house. 7 News reporter Lance Hernandez continuing our team coverage. Lance, you've gained insight into the types of questions investigators are asking neighbors.
And homeowners are telling us that investigators are asking if any workers, roof repair crews, for example, have come into the area. And while searchers are combing this expansive area north and west of the family's home, police are concentrating in the neighborhood itself. They're trying to see if they can uncover anything out of the ordinary.
Any strange vehicles, people, noises.
FBI agents and police detectives are going door to door, asking if they can look in people's yards, inside their cars, even their houses.
My attitude is check. Go ahead, check, do what you need to do, move on. I know she's not here, but they need to know that.
Police canvassed this neighborhood over the weekend, but not everyone was home, so today they're visiting people who are home.
Can you tell based on the questions they're asking what they're thinking?
Suspicious vehicles, suspicious people in the neighborhood as well. Any workers that have recently come into the neighborhood as well.
Searchers are combing a wide area. This team, using a dog, worked along Sim Street just west of Rocky Mountain Metropolitan Airport. These young adults affiliated with the local rescue patrol searched along Highway 128, and volunteers with the Boulder Emergency Squad combed through El Dorado Canyon. Back in Jessica's neighborhood, people who have children are wondering what happened to Jessica. Many are filled with emotion.
Terror. What else can there be? I mean, as a parent, that's all you feel is terror.
Say they are glad to see a heavy police presence in that neighborhood, and they are glad to see the FBI involved. In Jefferson County, Lance Hernandez, 7 News.
Thank you, Lance. Now, parents keeping a closer eye than usual on their children today as they drop them off at Witt Elementary School. We talked to one parent whose son sits next to Jessica in class, and she says it's tough explaining to him what happened when there are no clear answers.
We're going the route of just being honest with them that, we don't know what happened to her. We don't know where she is or what exactly happened. And when we do, we will sit down and talk to them. Right now, we're just telling them to stay positive and hope that they find her.
Kids can't even be kids anymore in these days. They have to be constantly watched by an adult, and they have to constantly watch themselves. It's just not fair.
Again, police say they have no indication that there's a random child abductor on the loose.